Hello there, this is Dave Allen. Let's talk about keyboards. Now, I talk about keyboard because of the fact I've got two different keyboards for the Samsung Galaxy S3, and I use the one called Swift Key. The other one I got is called Swype, and it's got nuance with it. And why I like these is because they're not just keyboards, they're also apps that I can use for dictation. And I think dictation is going to be the future of typing and text input. And to a large extent, you get all these people talking about predictive keyboards and how good it is with Siri and how so on. And I'm finding that the Samsung Galaxy 3 is much better for text input. So Swift Key will guess the word that I'm typing in at the moment. It'll also guess the next word as well. So it makes it very easy to do some very quick typing. There are times when to do a whole word you've only got to do one press and you've got the whole word there, which is great. And I like that. It's much easier and it makes it so much more productive. Now I think that the way forward is going to be with dictation and talking to your phone. The only trouble I find is that there are certain occasions where you can't. Now I was sitting in a staff room in a school and I wanted to do some dictation with my iPad and I couldn't because there were people in there and they kept giving me strange looks every time I was talking to the iPad. And they say, "Did you say something?" And no, it was all right, I was just doing some dictation. So there are some occasions where you can't do dictation, but you'd really like to because it'd be so much quicker. I find that when I use the dictation on my Mac, I'm about 3 times faster dictating than I am doing typing. I can do a 1,000-word document in 20 minutes easy. Obviously it depends on what you're writing. If you're doing a novel, you might have to sweat over the words a little bit more, but for doing the sort of technical writing that I do most of the time, it's pretty easy. I just chat away and put the stuff in there and it's pretty good. I only have to do a few changes as I go. Fortunately with Drag and Dictate, you actually can say the changes that you want to make. So you say correct such and such word and it will go back to that word, and then you say the word that you want to say and it will try and guess the right word, and usually on the second go, if it's got it wrong the first time, it'll get it on the second time. And then there are other little tricks that you can do as well to make it easy too. And then after I've got the whole thing in there, I'll do a complete read through, because really that's the only proper way to do an editing process. Read through it actually out loud to myself, and then I know where I've got to do some changes here and there, and usually it's just a case of putting commas here and there and maybe deleting 1 or 2 words. So we've got small keyboards on the mobile devices, so you want to do something that's easier to do for a start off, not just quicker. And I'm finding it a great way to get text in there. And I'd much rather say the words and have the words show up on the screen and them to be right as well, which they often are. Most 100%, well not 100%, maybe 98% of the time when I'm doing dictation with my Galaxy S3 using the Swift Key keyboard, it's right. There's sometimes when of course it gets completely bloody wrong completely, but then, well, just say it again and do it again and it usually gets right the second time. And it's often down to maybe I slurred my words or I spoke too quickly. And if I speak more clearly and say it right, then it's going to work out good. The other reason I was thought about it today as well is because I'm doing some work at the campsite, and at the campsite you quite often see people sort of walking along with their heads down, sort of with their phones in their hand, typing away there, and so they don't bump into lampposts as they're going. If you was dictating the words in, it'd be even better. You could look where you were going and talk to your phone as you go, and wouldn't that be handy? But bye now, this is Dave Allen for No Stylist. Talk to you again soon.